Hey Cancer, welcome back to the channel. I just pulled cards for you and honestly, the energy coming through right now is pretty incredible. Someone has been thinking about you, and what they want to tell you is something that might change everything. So grab your coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let me share what the universe is revealing about your love situation right now. Before we dive into the cards, I want you to know that this reading is specifically for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If this resonates with you, it is meant for you. The cards never lie, and what is coming through today is very specific about someone who has strong feelings they have been holding back. This person is ready to make a move, and the timing could not be more perfect. So let me shuffle the deck and see what Spirit wants to show us about this situation. The energy feels almost electric right now, like something has been building up for a while and it is finally ready to break through. I am getting this sense of anticipation, like the universe has been orchestrating something behind the scenes and you are about to see the results of that divine timing. All right, Cancer. The first card I pulled for you is the Eight of Cups, and this is really interesting because this card is telling me that someone had to walk away from something in order to come back to you. This is not just a random person who suddenly developed feelings. This is someone who has been on a journey, doing deep internal work, trying to figure out what they really want in life. They might have been in another situation, maybe another relationship, or maybe they were just emotionally unavailable, and they had to leave that behind to realize what they were missing. What I find fascinating about the Eight of Cups in this position is that it shows a very conscious choice. This person did not just drift away from their past. They made a deliberate decision to leave something behind because it was not fulfilling them on a soul level. And here is the thing, Cancer. During that time of walking away and being alone with their thoughts, guess who kept coming up in their mind? You. You were the one they kept thinking about when they were trying to figure out what genuine connection feels like. The Eight of Cups energy is very introspective. This person has been doing shadow work whether they realize it or not. They have been confronting parts of themselves that were not ready for something real before. Maybe they were immature. Maybe they were scared of vulnerability. Maybe they had unresolved issues from their past. But whatever it was, they have been working through it. And now they are standing on the other side of that journey, looking back at you and realizing that you were always the one who represented something authentic and deep. I am also picking up that this walking away period was necessary for both of you. If this person had tried to come to you before they did this inner work, it would not have worked out the way it is meant to. The universe had to separate you for a season so that when you come back together, it is at a higher vibration. This person needed to understand their own patterns, their own fears, their own capacity for love before they could offer you what you truly deserve. What I love about this card is that it shows someone who is not running away from you. They are running towards you. They had to leave behind the old version of themselves to become someone worthy of your energy. And Cancer, knowing how deeply you feel and how much you value emotional authenticity, this is exactly the kind of transformation you need to see from someone before you can really trust them with your heart. Now let me pull the next card to see what else is coming through about this situation. The Ten of Swords just came out and okay, I need to talk about this because it might seem scary at first, but it is actually really hopeful in this context. The Ten of Swords represents a complete ending, a final death of something that needed to die. In relation to this person who wants to confess their feelings to you, this card is telling me that they have hit absolute rock bottom in terms of their old patterns and behaviors. Whatever cycle they were stuck in, whatever toxic patterns they were repeating, it has completely ended. This is the card of painful but necessary transformation. This person went through something that brought them to their knees. Maybe they tried to move on with someone else and it fell apart in the most devastating way. Maybe they finally faced the consequences of their emotional unavailability. Maybe they lost something or someone important, and it forced them to reevaluate everything about how they approach relationships and connection. But here is why this is actually good news for you, Cancer. The Ten of Swords means there is nowhere to go but up. This person has reached the absolute lowest point of their old self, and that version is completely dead now. They cannot go back to being who they were because that person does not exist anymore. The pain they went through was the catalyst for complete rebirth, and often, it is only when we hit this kind of rock bottom that we truly understand what we had and what we lost. I am sensing that part of what brought them to this Ten of Swords moment was the realization of how badly they messed up with you. They might have taken you for granted. They might have not been ready when you were ready. They might have let fear control their actions instead of being brave enough to pursue something real with you. And watching you move on or pull back your energy, that was one of the swords that pierced through their heart. They had to feel that loss completely before they could transform. The Ten of Swords also represents mental clarity that comes after chaos. This person is not confused anymore. They are not sitting there wondering if the grass might be greener somewhere else. They know exactly what they want, and that is you. They have learned their lesson in the most painful way possible, and now they are ready to show up differently. This is not someone who is going to play games with your heart or waste your time. They have already experienced the consequences of not choosing you properly, and they do not want to repeat that mistake. What I also find interesting is that the Ten of Swords often comes before the Ace of Swords, which represents new clarity and truth. This person is preparing to speak their truth to you. They are gathering the courage to confess what they have been feeling. The swords represent communication and mental processes, so this is very much about them finally being ready to verbalize what has been in their heart and mind for a while now. Let me pull another card to see more about what they specifically want to tell you. Oh wow, Cancer. The World card just came out, and this is huge. The World represents completion, fulfillment, achievement, and coming full circle. In the context of this reading about someone wanting to confess something to you, this card is telling me that this person sees you as their world. They see you as the completion of something they have been searching for. They have been around the block. They have experienced different connections. They have tried to find what they are looking for elsewhere, and they keep coming back to the realization that you are it. The World card is the final card of the major arcana, which means it represents the end of a long journey and the beginning of a new cycle at a much higher level. This person has completed their karmic lessons around love and relationships. They understand now what real connection looks like. They understand the value of emotional depth, authenticity, and genuine partnership. And they recognize that you embody all of those qualities. What I am picking up strongly is that this person wants to tell you that they see a complete future with you. This is not just about casual dating or seeing where things go. When they confess their feelings, they are going to be talking about long-term potential. The World card represents wholeness and unity, so they are thinking about how you two could create a complete life together. They might talk about building something substantial, about how they see you in their future in a very real and tangible way. I am also getting that this confession is going to feel like coming home for both of you. The World card has this energy of everything falling into place, of pieces of a puzzle finally fitting together perfectly. When this person speaks their truth to you, it is going to feel right on a soul level. It is going to feel like the universe is confirming what your heart already knew. There is a sense of destiny around this connection, like you two were always meant to find your way back to each other after all the growth and learning you both needed to do separately. The World card also talks about having a global perspective, seeing the bigger picture. This person is not caught up in small-minded thinking anymore. They are not worried about superficial things or what other people might think. They have matured to the point where they can recognize real value when they see it, and they value you immensely. They want to tell you that they finally understand what you were trying to show them all along about what love could be. Another beautiful aspect of the World card is that it represents celebration and joy. This confession is not going to be heavy or filled with drama. This person is going to approach you with genuine happiness and excitement about the possibility of being with you. They have done their healing work, they have completed their journey of self-discovery, and now they are ready to celebrate the beginning of something beautiful with you. Let me see what else the cards want to reveal about this person and their intentions. The Queen of Cups is here, and Cancer. This is your energy. This card is literally you. The Queen of Cups is deeply intuitive, emotionally intelligent, nurturing, compassionate, and has a profound capacity for love. This person recognizes all of these qualities in you, and that is a huge part of what they want to confess. They want to tell you that they see you. They really truly see you for the amazing person you are. What is coming through strongly is that this person has been watching you from a distance, paying attention to how you move through the world, how you treat others, how you handle challenges with grace and emotional maturity. They have been noticing the little things about you that maybe others overlook. They see your depth, your wisdom, your ability to hold space for others while also maintaining your own emotional boundaries, and all of this has made them fall even deeper. The Queen of Cups represents someone who loves from a place of fullness, not neediness. You are not desperate for this person or anyone else because you are complete within yourself. You have done your own healing work, you have cultivated a rich inner world, you have learned to trust your intuition. And ironically, that is exactly what makes you so magnetic to this person. They are attracted to your emotional wholeness, your authenticity, your refusal to play games or be anything other than who you truly are. I am picking up that part of what this person wants to confess is how much they admire your emotional strength. Cancer, you might not always feel strong because you feel things so deeply, but others can see that your sensitivity is actually your superpower. This person wants you to know that they do not see your emotions as weakness. They see your ability to feel deeply, to love fully, to be vulnerable as incredibly brave and beautiful. The Queen of Cups also represents psychic ability and intuition, and I think you already know what is coming. do you not? Your intuition has probably been telling you that something is shifting with this person. You might have been feeling their energy reaching out to you, even if you have not been in physical contact. The Queen of Cups is so tuned in to the emotional realm that you pick up on things before they happen in the physical world. So if you have been feeling like something is about to change in your love life, trust that feeling because the cards are confirming it. What I also love about the Queen of Cups in this reading is that it shows you are not going to lose yourself in this connection. You have learned from past experiences. You know how to maintain your sense of self while being in a relationship. You know how to give love without depleting yourself. And this is important because the person coming towards you now is ready to meet you at that mature level. They are not coming to take from you, they are coming to share with you, to build with you, to love you in a way that honors your depth and sensitivity. This card is also telling me that when this person confesses their feelings, you should trust your intuition about how to respond. Your heart will know whether this is genuine or not. Your inner knowing will guide you to make the right decision for yourself. The Queen of Cups does not need external validation to know what is true. She trusts her own inner compass completely. Let me pull another card to see more about the timing and circumstances of this confession. The Hermit just appeared, and this is really interesting because it connects back to that Eight of Cups we pulled at the beginning. The Hermit represents a period of solitude, introspection, and spiritual seeking. This confirms that this person has been in hermit mode, taking time away from the social scene or dating world to really figure themselves out. They have been doing deep soul searching, asking themselves big questions about what they want from life and love. The Hermit is a card of wisdom gained through solitude. This person has been alone with their thoughts, and in that aloneness, they have discovered some profound truths about themselves and about what you mean to them. Sometimes we need to withdraw from the noise of the external world to hear the quiet voice of our own heart, and that is exactly what this person has been doing. They needed that hermit time to gain clarity about their feelings for you. What I am picking up is that this person might have physically distanced themselves for a while. Maybe you have not heard from them in weeks or months. Maybe they seem to disappear or go radio silent. But that silence was not about you. It was about them needing to go inward. The Hermit holds a lantern that lights the way, and this person has been using their alone time to illuminate the truth within themselves. And that truth is that they love you, and they want to be with you. The Hermit also represents seeking guidance from a higher source. This person might have been praying about the situation, meditating on it, or seeking wisdom from mentors or spiritual practices. They have been asking the universe for guidance about what to do, and the answer they keep getting is to be honest with you, to take the risk, to confess what has been in their heart. They have reached a point of inner knowing where they cannot ignore their feelings anymore. In terms of timing, the Hermit suggests that this confession is coming after a period of withdrawal. They needed that time in the cave, so to speak, before they could emerge ready to speak their truth. But the Hermit does not stay in the cave forever. There comes a point where the wisdom gained in solitude needs to be shared with others, where the light of the lantern needs to guide someone back into connection, and that point is approaching now. The Hermit also indicates that when this person comes to you, they are going to be coming from a very grounded, wise, mature place. This is not going to be an impulsive declaration based on fleeting emotions. This is going to be a carefully considered, deeply felt confession from someone who has really thought about what they want and who they want it with. They are going to speak from a place of inner certainty, not confusion or doubt. I am also getting that you might resonate with the Hermit energy yourself, Cancer. You might have also been taking time to yourself, focusing on your own growth, not really putting yourself out there in the dating world. And that is beautiful because it means you are both coming to this potential reunion from a place of wholeness rather than neediness. You have both been doing your individual work, and now the universe is creating an opportunity for you to come together at a higher vibration. Let me see what else the cards want to show us about what happens next. The Knight of Cups just wrote in, and oh my goodness, Cancer, this is the romantic confession card if I have ever seen one. The Knight of Cups is the ultimate romantic, the one who shows up with flowers and poetry and heartfelt declarations. This card is literally showing me that this person is going to approach you in a very romantic, emotionally open way. They are not going to play it cool or try to hide their feelings. They are going to be vulnerable and genuine in expressing how much you mean to them. The Knight of Cups represents someone who is in touch with their emotions and not afraid to show them. This is a person who leads with their heart. They might write you a letter, send you a meaningful message, or ask to meet up so they can talk to you face to face about their feelings. Whatever form this confession takes, it is going to be sincere and emotionally honest. This is not someone who is going to beat around the bush or leave you guessing about their intentions. What I love about the Knight of Cups is that he is on a quest. He is actively moving towards something, not passively waiting for it to come to him. This person is going to make a move. They are going to take action to express their feelings to you. They have realized that if they do not speak up now, they might lose their chance with you forever, and they are not willing to let that happen. So expect some kind of romantic gesture or heartfelt communication coming your way. The Knight of Cups also represents proposals and offers in love. Now, I am not saying this person is necessarily going to propose marriage right away, but they are going to make you an offer of some kind. They might ask you to give them a chance, to go on a date, to start fresh, to explore what could be between you. They are going to present themselves to you as a genuine option for love and partnership, and they are going to do it in a way that shows they have really thought about what they want to offer you. I am picking up very creative artistic energy around this confession too. This person might express themselves in a creative way, through music, art, writing, or some other form of creative expression. The Knight of Cups is associated with the element of water, just like you, Cancer, so there is a natural flow and emotional resonance between you two. They understand your language of love because they speak it fluently themselves. Another beautiful aspect of the Knight of Cups is that he represents dreams and idealism in the best possible way. This person has been dreaming about you, imagining what life could be like with you, envisioning a future where you are together. And now they are ready to stop just dreaming and start taking action to make that dream a reality. They want to tell you about the vision they have for what you two could create together. The timing with the Knight of Cups suggests movement and action happening fairly quickly. Knights are fast-moving cards, so this confession could come sooner than you expect. This person has made up their mind and they are not going to wait around forever. They have this sense of urgency now because they have realized how precious you are, and they do not want to risk losing you to someone else who might see your value and act on it first. Let me pull another card to see how you might respond to this or what you should know about this situation. The Five of Cups appeared, and this is showing me that there might be some sadness or disappointment that you have been carrying about this situation or about love in general. The Five of Cups represents grief over what has been lost, dwelling on past disappointments, feeling like things did not work out the way you hoped they would. Cancer, have you been feeling a bit heartbroken or discouraged about love lately? Have you been focusing on what went wrong in the past, rather than what could go right in the future? The Five of Cups shows someone looking at 3 spilled cups while 2 full cups stand behind them, unnoticed. This is a powerful message for you. Yes, maybe things did not work out before. Yes, maybe this person hurt you or disappointed you in the past. Yes, maybe you have been through some heartbreak, but there is still love available to you. There are still full cups behind you that you have not acknowledged yet because you have been too focused on what was lost. I am getting that when this person comes to confess their feelings, you might initially be hesitant because of past pain. You might have built up walls to protect your heart. You might be skeptical about whether they have really changed or whether this is going to lead to more disappointment. And that is completely valid, Cancer. Your caution comes from real experiences of being hurt, and you have every right to protect yourself. But the Five of Cups is asking you to turn around and look at what is still available. The 2 standing cups represent a real opportunity for love and connection that still exists despite past losses. This person coming back to you represents one of those full cups. They are not the same person they were before. They have done the work. They have transformed. And if you stay stuck in the grief of the past, you might miss out on the blessing that is trying to come to you in the present. The Five of Cups also suggests that you might need to have an honest conversation with yourself about what you are still holding on to. Are you still angry about how things went down before? Are you still hurt by choices they made? Are you still resentful about time that felt wasted? These feelings are valid, but holding on to them too tightly might prevent you from receiving what is trying to come to you now. I am not saying you should just forget the past or ignore your feelings. What I am saying is that you have a choice about whether to let past disappointments define your future. The Five of Cups is a card of emotional processing. It is okay to acknowledge the sadness, to honor what you lost, to give yourself space to feel whatever comes up, but then, when you are ready, you can choose to turn around and see what else is available to you. What I also find interesting is that the Five of Cups suggests this person might be coming to you with some regret or apology. They might acknowledge that they hurt you before. They might express remorse for not treating you the way you deserved. They might ask for forgiveness or a second chance. And you will need to decide whether you are willing to let go of those 3 spilled cups and focus on building something new with the 2 that are still standing. Let me see what other guidance the cards have for you about this situation. The Queen of Wands just came through, and this is powerful, Cancer, because this is showing me your strength and confidence moving forward. The Queen of Wands is bold, charismatic, independent, and knows her worth. This card is telling you that regardless of what this person confesses or what you decide to do about it, you need to embody Queen of Wands energy. You need to stand in your power and make decisions from a place of self-assurance, not insecurity or need. The Queen of Wands does not chase. She attracts. She does not beg anyone to see her value. She knows what she brings to the table and she expects to be treated accordingly. This card is a reminder that even though this person is coming to confess their feelings to you, you still get to choose whether to accept what they are offering. You are not at their mercy. You have agency in this situation. You have the power to say yes or no based on what feels right for you. What I love about the Queen of Wands is her fierce independence. She has her own life, her own passions, her own goals, and she does not need a relationship to complete her. She wants partnership from a place of desire, not desperation. And this is the energy you need to bring to this situation, Cancer. You can acknowledge that you have feelings for this person while also maintaining your boundaries and standards. You can be open to what they have to say while also being clear about what you will and will not accept. The Queen of Wands is also incredibly magnetic and attractive. This card is telling me that you are glowing right now. You are in your power. You have been focusing on yourself, your passions, your creativity, your joy, and that energy is radiating from you. This is part of what is drawing this person back to you. They can see that you are thriving without them, and that makes them realize what they are missing. They see you living your best life, and they want to be part of that energy. I am picking up that you should not dim your light or play small to make this person comfortable. The Queen of Wands owns her brightness. She does not apologize for being too much or too intense. She knows that the right person will appreciate her fire, not try to extinguish it. So when this person confesses their feelings, stay in your Queen of Wands energy. Be warm but clear. Be open but boundaried. Be loving but self-respecting. The Queen of Wands also represents passion and chemistry. There is definitely physical and emotional attraction between you and this person. The chemistry is undeniable. But the Queen of Wands knows that chemistry alone is not enough. There needs to be respect, consistency, effort, and genuine compatibility. So while you can acknowledge the spark between you, make sure you are also paying attention to whether this person is showing up in ways that align with your values and needs. This card is also telling me to trust your gut instincts. The Queen of Wands is highly intuitive, just like the Queen of Cups, but she acts on her intuition quickly and decisively. If something feels off about this person or their confession, trust that feeling. If something feels right, trust that too. Do not overthink yourself out of happiness, but also do not ignore red flags because you want something to work out. Let your inner queen guide you to make the choice that serves your highest good. Let me pull one more card to see the potential outcome of this situation. Oh, Cancer. The Six of Pentacles just came out, and this is beautiful. The Six of Pentacles is about balance, reciprocity, generosity, and equal exchange. In the context of this love reading, this card is telling me that if you choose to open your heart to this person and they follow through on what they are confessing, you two have the potential to create a very balanced and mutually supportive relationship. The Six of Pentacles shows someone giving and someone receiving, but in a healthy, balanced way. Neither person is taking advantage of the other. Neither person is giving more than they can afford to lose. It is an equal partnership where both people contribute, both people receive, both people feel valued and appreciated. And after everything you have been through, Cancer, this is exactly what you deserve. What I find so hopeful about this card is that it suggests this person is ready to give to you in the ways that matter. They are ready to invest time, energy, emotional availability, effort, and genuine care into building something real with you. They are not coming empty-handed. They have something to offer and they want to share it with you. And in return, they hope you will share your beautiful heart and energy with them. The Six of Pentacles also represents karma and the law of reciprocity. What we give out comes back to us. This person walked away before. They lost you. And now the universe is giving them another opportunity to do right by you. If they take this chance seriously and treat you the way you deserve to be treated, beautiful things can grow from this connection. But the Six of Pentacles also reminds us that if they waste this opportunity, karma will handle that too. The universe is watching to see how people treat you. I am picking up that you should pay attention to actions, not just words. The Six of Pentacles is about tangible exchange. Talk is cheap. What matters is whether this person follows through on what they are confessing. Are they showing up consistently? Are they making time for you? Are they treating you with respect and consideration? Are they being generous with their emotional availability? These are the things that matter more than any romantic confession. The Six of Pentacles also suggests financial stability and material security, which tells me this person might be in a better place practically than they were before. They might have gotten their life more together, sorted out their career or financial situation, and now they feel ready to offer you something stable and secure. This is important because relationships need a foundation, and it sounds like this person has been building that foundation so they can come to you as a solid partner. What I also love about this card is the sense of fairness and justice. You have been patient. You have been strong. You have been working on yourself. And now the universe is bringing you an opportunity that could be the reward for all that inner work you have done. The Six of Pentacles says that good things come to those who maintain their integrity and keep their hearts open even after disappointment. You are being blessed for staying true to yourself. This card suggests that if you move forward with this person, the relationship will have a quality of ease and flow to it. It will not be one-sided or draining. There will be natural give and take, mutual support, and both of you contributing to each other's happiness and growth. After the imbalance you might have experienced before, this equilibrium will feel healing and refreshing. So Cancer, here's what the cards are telling me overall. Someone who walked away from you, who needed to do deep inner work and hit rock bottom with their old patterns, has now completed a major cycle of growth. They have gained wisdom through solitude and self-reflection, and they see you as their world, as the completion of what they have been searching for. They recognize your emotional depth and maturity, and they admire the queen that you are. This person is preparing to come to you with a heartfelt, romantic confession. They are going to be vulnerable and honest about their feelings. They want to tell you that they have changed, that they understand your value now, and that they want a chance to build something real with you. The Knight of Cups is mounting his horse and riding in your direction with his heart on his sleeve. Now, you have some healing to do around past disappointments. You have been focused on what went wrong and you have been carrying some sadness about love. But the cards are asking you to turn around and see what is still available to you. There are full cups behind you that represent real opportunity. You do not have to forget the past, but you can choose not to let it define your future. As you navigate this situation, stay in your Queen of Wands energy. Be confident. Be clear about your worth. Maintain your independence and your standards. Do not dim your light for anyone. Trust your intuition to guide you to the right choice. And remember that chemistry is great, but consistency and respect matter more. If you choose to give this person a chance, the Six of Pentacles promises a balanced, reciprocal relationship where both of you contribute equally and support each other genuinely. This person is ready to show up for you in tangible ways, and if they follow through, something really beautiful could develop between you. But ultimately, Cancer, this is your choice. You have the power here. You get to decide whether this person has earned another chance. You get to decide what you want and what you will accept. The cards are showing potential and possibility, but you are the one who writes the final chapter of this story. Trust yourself. Trust your heart. Trust your intuition. And whatever you decide, make sure it honors the beautiful, deep, emotionally intelligent person you are. You deserve someone who sees your worth, appreciates your depth, and shows up for you consistently. I hope this reading gave you some clarity and guidance about what is coming. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear about it. Drop a comment and let me know if you have been feeling this energy. And remember, the universe always has your back. You are being guided and protected every step of the way.